Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley 1.5 here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Well, it's gonna be kind of difficult to beat the previous episode and the amount of content I was able to squeeze in, especially because we were able to catch crimson fish, octopus, and also a dorado. But on the other hand, it was not exactly that much of an epic episode because I did screw up big time with picking up the watering can. Now, if it would be in the first, second, or third week of the season, it would not be that detrimental. Yeah, sorry for that. So the reason behind that is because I was not able to water the crops either on the 23rd or the 24th. This has delayed all my crops by maturing by 1 day. This might mean that even the forageable crops which I have planted will not be able to reach their full maturity. So that is gonna be actually kind of bad for my foraging skill. On the other hand, one thing which I'm starting to consider is moving the crops from the left side of the farm to start planting towards the south of the farm, and I will explain that once we walk outside. So we have no more birthdays, we have only Dance of the Moonlight Jellies on the next episode. Let's take a look at the weather report. Okay, god damn, we are getting another lightning storm. So theoretically, if I would manage to get today to the mines, if I will be able to obtain either fire quartz for my lava eels, which they are starting to ask for, or if I would get some iron, I would be able to make more lightning rods. Now, actually, the amazing thing is that some of the people in the community have suggested using the kegs and preserve jars as a fence. And this is actually kind of a brilliant idea because you are outside, you are gonna be moving around, but yeah, I mean, the fence might be from the lightning rod section located to the area where you don't move around as much. So it's actually pretty damn interesting idea. Also, the cheese press or mayonnaise machine can be utilized the same way. So actually pretty brilliant idea on its own, but yeah, we'll see how this will turn out. Let's take a look at the fortune. Okay, so definitely I'm gonna try to get into the mines. Now, fire quartz on its own is from the level 80 below, or you can theoretically come across it from panning, or if you are super lucky, in the treasure chest while fishing, but most likely you're gonna come across fire quartz while you are actually going into the mines. So I'm gonna try to see if that can be arranged today, because I cannot guarantee that tomorrow we're gonna have a lucky day, and the luck will also affect how many things might appear or be spawned. So we're gonna see. Now, the living of the land, fall's almost here. It's arguably the most lucrative season for farmers, so make sure you're saving some money to buy new seeds. If you haven't upgraded your watering can by now, it's probably a good idea. Now, this is actually a brilliant idea on its own because we do have some of the seed makers, and theoretically, if I would be able to, I might be tempted to make another one just so that I have at least 3 of them at the same time. Now, here is the kicker. I am unable to make more than one, and if I do so, I will be not able to make, for example, more tappers. Now, I do want to install more tappers and have more oaks, because yes, I was on one hand able to pick up 2 more tappers, or 2 oak resins on the previous day or the previous episode, but on the other hand, if I want to speed up my production of the tappers and have more kegs, this is going to be important. Now, the reason behind this being important is the fact that I have been taking a look at some things. Okay, so for example, let's take a look at the vault. I need 25,000, 5,000, and 10,000. So this is 40,000 gold, which I need just in order to fix the bus. Now, why is this important? If I will be able to fix the bus, I will be able to start crafting the iridium quality sprinklers when I get enough iridium, and by doing so I will be able to start filling in that farmable land which supports iridium quality sprinklers. Now one has been already installed, which is great news, but of course I have 24 radishes there, so that's not gonna make me as much money. On the other hand, during the fall season, if I would be able to expand this farmable land so that I don't have to do the watering manually, that's gonna be actually super beneficial, because then I don't have to spend that much time watering. I mean, by the time I'm gonna be done watering, I'm estimating it's gonna be probably somewhere around maybe 12 or so p.m. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So one thing which I also want to do since I am here is start moving the crab pots away from the house. Now sure, this is actually super beneficial to have them super close because I can just pick them up, but I want to start moving them towards the fish ponds. Reason behind me trying to move them towards the fish ponds is so that I don't keep forgetting to go down there and check on them. So first of all, let's take a look at the mail. Dear Max, I'd like to share an old cooking recipe my pappy used to make. It's important the fish is fresh, Willie. Chowder. Beautiful. And then to Farmer Max, my niece acting up again, and you know what helps? Rubbing the darn thing with hot peppers. Trouble is, my supplies run dry. If you've got one to spare, I'd be much obliged. Now, the cool thing is that we actually do have a harvest of hot peppers. Theoretically speaking, I might get one more, but the problem is, especially with blueberries, that I don't think I'm gonna get any more harvest, so majority of the blueberries are gonna be kept for my personal use, for either regrowing by making them into seeds or by actually turning them into jelly. Now this fish pond is surprising because this is the third lava eel row which it has produced, and this one has not yet produced nothing. So the upper fish pond is really starting to bug me a little bit. So we're gonna see if I can move the crab pots at least somewhat over here. And by doing so, I should ensure that I will be forced to keep coming here and check on the crab pots. Now, currently I do have 10 of them but I will try to definitely increase this. Now, I have only one fire quartz. Eventually, this fish pond with the second lava eel might require the same thing, so I'm gonna have to look into that as well. Now, in order for me to be more efficient here, I was thinking of what might be a great way for me to start making money. And actually, one of the ideas came to me, and it would be theoretically to be selling pale ale. Now look, pale ale has amazing selling value, and even better, it has a short time which it needs in order to be made. It's around 37.5 hours. So let's say it takes you 2 in-game days for it to be produced. Now, in this time, you are going to be able to get your hands on a beverage which has base price of 300 gold. Now, if I would be able to reach the artisanal skill, which is tier 10 skill, this would raise the value of the beverage to 420 gold. Now, when it comes to just about how valuable this can be, well, let's take a look at it. We know that in order to fix the bus, I need 40,000 gold. If I would divide that by 300, which is the current value of the pale ale that I'm getting, I would need to sell over 134 pale ales in order to get money just from pale ale. If we would, however, also keep in mind that I have only like 12 to 10 kegs. How many do we have? Yeah, we have 12. So if I would, like, I don't know, try to calculate how many days this would take, it would be just incredibly long process. So obviously I'm gonna have to rely on something else to also support this goal. So we're gonna see how this will work out. But because I have a stupid amount of hops, I will be able to keep producing pale ale throughout the rest of the year. Obviously, we do have some wheat, and I am definitely planning on expanding that farming during the fall season, but my priority will be cranberries, yams, pumpkins, fairy roses, and maybe some other crops. Maybe I'm gonna go with some amaranth. After all, I'm gonna need one for Marnie, and eventually, if I will get the salmon dinner recipe from Gus, I will require amaranth and the salmon in order to give it to Alex for his birthday. So yeah, there are lots of things to consider. Now, fortunately, I do have some pumpkin seeds for start of the season, but because it's Thursday, theoretically what I can do is go see Robin, pick up or put down another fish pond to be made, and by doing so, I should be able to ensure that I will be able to start putting in, for example, the sturgeon. Now look, sturgeon on one hand is amazing in fish pond because it gives you sturgeon roe, which turns into caviar. The problem with caviar is that it takes 4 days to be made. In comparison to that, if you take lava eel, ice pip, or any other fish, it will take less time in order for you to get the aged roe. So you need to keep in mind what is more valuable. Obviously, lava eel roe is one of the most valuable roe, which you can load into the preserve jars and get the added value out of that. But I mean, with the speed I am obtaining the roe, I'm not really sure how long this whole process will take. And also, I need 15 pieces just in order to fill in the bundle for the community center. Also, I should have the parsnip juice done, and I'm still waiting for the grape wine to be made. Green tea, fortunately, I don't have to bother with that. This is the week which I would require to have access to tea for me to be able to harvest the tea leaves. But unless I level up my friendship with Caroline or so on, I will not be able to expand in that operation. So, you know what? I'm thinking that theoretically, since we have 2 quests which I can fulfill for the village NPCs, I might try to do this. I might try to go see Robin, and by doing so, I'm gonna put in the fish pond request, and she's gonna start me on that, and after that, I will go see George, after which I can go see Pam, give them the items which they requested, so either the hot pepper or the pale ale, and by doing so I'm gonna get some more cash, because obviously just the fish pond itself cost me 5,000 gold, and I'm gonna need to start saving up some cash for either the bundle for the vault so we get the bus, or just in general to have for crops for the fall season, which is going to be also extremely important. And yeah, so let's do this. I'll do the watering, and I'll talk to you in a couple of moments, and I'll try to figure out some further plan for the rest of the day. Obviously mines would be great because lucky day and such, but I also cannot spend too much time watering everything, despite the fact that I do have stupid amount of crops here, and I want to be moving all of this down here until this area is filled in with the fish ponds and such. So we will see how the upper section of the farm will eventually turn out. So I'm still interested in my plan and how this whole operation will turn out. So the movement of the crops. Now, one thing which I want to do is start clearing out this area, because if I will move all these crops away, I will be able to start fitting in those 3 barns, which should fit in just nicely. So that is one of the ideas which I had for this location over here. And like I said, I can theoretically use the kegs or preserve jars in here to be the fence, and on the other side use the lightning rods to do the other part of the job. Now I'm still not done, unfortunately, with the watering process, but at least the music has kicked in, so I don't have to keep adding in a bunch of stuff in the post-editing. Although I do hope that you are enjoying it after all. If not, well, then I'm gonna try different music or something, I don't know. Okay, so the watering is done. It's 1 p.m. Yeah, like I said, I really need to manage this better. So hopefully the sprinklers which I have installed, or that one sprinkler, is gonna help me to reduce the watering time and is gonna do the job instead of me doing the damn job. So yeah, let's see if we can go see Robin, and afterwards let's see if we can manage to process a few more things. So I'm gonna try to get rid of some of these things. The rest of them are gonna stay with me for the time being, such as the hops, the melon. Tomatoes can go into the fridge. Blueberries can be stored over there. Let's see if we can make that third seed maker. So what do we need for that? We need 25 wood and 1 gold bar. Unfortunately, by doing this, I'm gonna completely annihilate my remaining coal reserve. So I'm gonna have to replenish it. But if I'll be able to be making more seeds, I will be able to start putting in those strawberries, for example. Because I definitely want to make sure that those are gonna be ready for the start of year 2, the spring season, because strawberries are a big help. Okay, so we have this thing. I really need to fetch some iron for the farm because, okay, so we have 6 iron bars, we have 27 refined quartz, and we have some stupid amount of these things. Okay, so theoretically, let's go with additional 6. The reason behind that is that tomorrow is the lightning storm. So if all things work out as I hope they will, I'm gonna have even more batteries to work with, and I'm not really sure if I will be selling them too, but the least I can do is keep in mind that I will be able to make either crystallariums or iridium quality sprinklers. And if you have seen my video on how to make big money on the Fern Island, then you know that by being able to install there around 22 or more iridium quality sprinklers, it's the land of the eternal summer. So you can keep growing star fruit there constantly, or ancient fruit if you are a sucker for punishment and an extremely long growing period of time for your crops. Sure, star fruit also takes a while, but at least when you load it into the kegs or preserve jars, you're gonna get the most value out of them. So we are starting to build up some seed reserves, which is awesome. I do have the pale ale, I do have the hot peppers. I need to fetch 200 stone, and I need to fetch 5 seaweed and 5 green algae. Now, green algae might be a bigger problem in comparison to the seaweed because we keep mostly fishing in the salt waters, so not coming across this as often. But okay, this is gonna ensure that I have something to build with. I'm gonna keep this here because I don't need it. I'm gonna put the 2 tomatoes into the fridge. I'm tempted to use the triple shot espresso, but I got that on the last episode from the washed out stuff on the shore of my farm, which shocked the hell out of me, to be perfectly honest. Because, yeah, I did some experimenting and never saw triple shot espresso wash out on the shore before, so it was definitely a pleasant surprise for me. Okay, so strawberries are gonna be turned into seeds. These things are gonna get installed. Let's go and see if we can get something out of the mines. Because the daylight is burning and yeah. let's see if we can squeeze out something out of the day. So I'm gonna pop the triple shot espresso. I'm not really sure if I do possess sufficient quantities of coffee that I feel comfortable enough to be making some shots for myself. Now, triple shot espresso has been introduced in the 1.4 version, and it has been a game changer because the effect of the triple shot espresso is much longer than the effect of your regular coffee. So it's definitely worth getting the recipe from Gus at the saloon. I don't recall if there is another way for you to get it. So yeah, I highly do suggest people to try and get their hands on that. Okay, so we have some time to burn, but because it's a lucky day, I don't want to spend it chasing after the NPCs. Now with Pam, usually after you fix the bus, it's super easy for you to find her, barely an inconvenience, but with the George, it's not as convenient. So let's see if we can come across some fire quartz. It's a lucky day, so who knows. And the reason why I want to especially move to the skull caverns is the fact that there are actually guides on the platform which show you that you can be making some serious killing by actually selling the iridium bars. So like trying to get in your first year to the skull cavern and then just selling iridium bars because they have a pretty damn decent sell value. But honestly, because iridium is kind of hard to come across, its chances of spawning are increased each 5 levels you go deeper in the mines, and also each 5 levels you go, the more deadlier the enemies are and the less likely they are to leave you alone, because you go from mummies to serpents to or slimes to mummies to serpents to iridium bats to iridium crabs and other creepy crawlies. So yeah, and plus also we need to keep in mind that with the 1.5 version, if you start fulfilling for Mr. Q or Quai, or how am I supposed to pronounce his name, his quests, well, you are able to change the entire mines in the mountain, and by basically doing so you reset them into this underwater oceanic setting of sorts, which increases the difficulties, changes the spawns and rewards which you might get out of the mines. And it's actually a decent idea from Eric to implement this, because let's face it, who usually goes into the mountain after they gain access to the skull cavern, right? I mean, you get copper nodes, you get iron nodes, you get gold nodes, you get iridium nodes, all in the same mines. So I mean, why bother? But yeah, changing up the basic mines might be motivation enough for players to try and return and see if they can come across something useful. Now, I'm obviously gathering lots of gold here, and I'm not that happy regarding this, but there is the fire quartz. I would actually kill if I would be picking up 2 of them instead of just simple 1, but cannot be too damn picky, so I'll take whatever you got for me. And I know that there was a ladder to the lower level, so first fire quartz which I came across on a luckier day was level 86. Keep that in mind. Maybe we are gonna try to revisit this location. I still need 1 more in order to make this a successful run, and also I will need like a stupid quantity of iron. But the biggest problem is, of course, that, well, I have 4 pieces of coal, so yeah, that's bad. And I'm still not in the financial situation where I can just go see Clint and just purchase a bunch of coal from him for 150 gold a pop. Okay, you are giving me a ton of quartz, but I actually want the fire quartz variant. Please stop touching me. I really cannot afford to try and replay the day for losing in the mines. Now seriously, if you start losing in the mines, you might be charged and you might be losing items. So let's say I would die here and I would be charged like 1,500 or 1,900 gold, and also I would lose a bunch of my inventory. That would be just bad business. Okay, I'm seriously getting my ass handed to me here, so I need to be careful. I am still not making recipes or dishes which would help me gain more health, but unfortunately in that level specifically I did not see too many fire quartzes. There is an emerald, so I would love to fetch that. There is a higher increase in enemies for some reason now. Not a huge fan of that, to be perfectly honest. Damn it, if I get touched here, I'm gonna die. Okay, is there something I can eat? Let's eat some of these common mushrooms. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to start getting some glazed yams or something. I do see the copper nodes, but and what is up with all these Probus's friends and family? Do they have like a reunion or something? 92, I'm gonna leave. Let's see if we can come across the fire quartz again in level 86. Who knows what are the chances of that happening? Okay, Squire's helmet. Oh, interesting. Ooh, there's a diamond. I'm gonna take that because the fish pond is gonna require sturgeons, and sturgeons do require diamonds in order to increase their population. So yeah, there's something to keep in mind when it comes to sturgeons. Why are you doing this to me? All I want is a freaking fire quartz. Okay, I really don't want to bother too much with the bats. I was able to build 6 more lightning rods. Obviously, I'm not sure how much material was left over after that. Okay, let's see if we can fetch some iron. Also, let's see if we can fetch some coal. Okay, frozen tier, but there is an iron node, so let's go get that. Tomorrow, theoretically, since it's gonna be raining and I don't have to do the watering, I might try to give the 2 gifts to the village NPCs. So, oh, there's even copper here. Awesome. Seriously, I don't know what's happening, but for a lucky day, they sure don't want me in the mines. Okay. Come on, guys, give me some coal. You're super low on it, and I do need a stupid quantity of it in order to make some more lightning rods and such. Come on, play nice. Okay, magnetic ring. I do already possess that. Ah, man, it's getting stupid late. And this has worked out. Can I fetch that last iron? Yeah, okay. Well, let's go back to the farm, see if I can sell some of these things. Now, the tappers are gonna have to be installed in the cindersap woods because I'm currently producing like around 4. I think it's around 4. Oak resins. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna sell you. I'm gonna try to sell the beer too. Okay, so we have 12 bat wings. I can smelt 5 iron bars. Now we have only 4 furnaces, but I cannot be too damn picky right now. It's 120. I would love to put in more stuff. Okay, so I can theoretically hold on to the geodes because I'm gonna have to go and pick up the hoe. So let's do this. Straw hat is gonna be stored away. Iron, seeds can theoretically be placed elsewhere. Can we still manage to pull this thing off? Let's see. Spear is even better because it takes even lesser amount of time for it to be made. So this can go back, this can go here. Any geodes of any kind, talk to me. So yeah, ice pip and sturgeons, those are gonna be the next species to go into the fish pond. Unfortunately, it's gonna take until the next episode for the fish pond to be done. Our combat has increased, but unfortunately still not the farming. So yeah, pale ale, only 2 were sold, but I was able to sell 6 beers. I did not sell too many blueberries because I think this was the last harvest, so that's that. Mixed seeds, absolutely worthless. I could have kept them, but I was kind of rushing to see if I can manage to squeeze out at least something out of all the junk which I came across. So let's see if I can somehow salvage this day. So it's the 26th, we have last episode after this for the summer season, and then it's up to the fall season. Okay, so wow, next episode is gonna be also a lightning storm. Gosh darn it, so at least I don't have to do watering. Now, fingers crossed we have a lucky day. Okay, we have a lucky day, which means mines. And by doing so, I'm hoping I'm gonna come across more fire quartz. So wheat will be done, I'm guessing, by the next episode. I'm gonna be eventually able to replace that with more wheat, but I'm not really gonna be planting it over here because I'm planning on moving that whole production of farming away from here, so I'm not really sure if the corn will survive or not. Unfortunately, the melons, I'm not sure if either one of these is gonna make it till the end of the season, which stinks because it's kind of a lot of money there. But we have another ancient fruit which can be turned into ancient seed, and we do have plenty of those. So coffee, we can load in these two. Like I said, not really sure how much coffee do I have and if I'm comfortable making the beverage, because let's see, we have 2 more days when I can get theoretically a harvest of coffee, and that's it. So I need to somehow keep the 11 silver star, 131 regular, and 7 gold star coffee beans for the year 2, so I can turn them into seeds and crops and so on and so on. Yeah, it's once again late. I do apologize. Okay, so 2 fire quartz, 4 of these. 1 of the lightning rods has been already hit, which is good news. Let's go with 15 here. I do hope that I do have enough materials. Okay. So this makes me think, since I have the morale, that I was already in the mushroom cave, but I just want to double check. Yep. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna turn the ancient fruit into more seeds. Hopefully it's not gonna turn into goddamn mixed seed, because that's just gonna give me like an ulcer or something. All right, So I'm gonna be able to replenish. Yep, this is why the baits are actually a good idea to keep here, because it keeps reminding me of the fact that I should restock the crab pots today. And let's see what would be a good choice to be put into. It doesn't really matter if you utilize silver, gold star, or any other quality. Either way, I'm gonna turn them into either jelly or wine, but jelly is probably a better choice. When it comes to strawberries, the wine just takes too damn long, so my suggestion is to go with star fruit. Okay, is there... No, so I will be able to make theoretically a fish pond on the next episode as well. We have 15 ancient fruit seeds, which is just epic. Did Demetrius request the sunfish? Not as of yet. Okay. Let's take a look at what the fish ponds are doing. Okay, it looks like already both of them might be requesting. Yeah. So, you know what? Let's give both of them a taste of the good stuff. Let's restock the crab pots. Let's go through the village, see if we can drop off the 2 items for George and Pam. And then we're just gonna do the mines for probably like the rest of the day or so. I know it might not be the most stimulating thing, but the biggest problem into which I'm starting to run into is the fact that I do not have sufficiently sustainable sources of food to keep me alive. Because if I get surrounded by way too many enemies, it might turn ugly. So those are going to be dropped off there. I can theoretically keep 3 hot peppers. And also going to see the cinder sap woods would not be the worst idea. So where do I keep all the seeds? You know what, let's just put them here for the time being. And I should be able to smell more stuff. Now, I do not possess any more iron. I do possess, however, copper, and I do possess a stupid amount of gold. So it would be actually super beneficial if I would be able to do something regarding this. Okay, so I want to go see Clint. I want to go drop off these things. So you know what? I'm going to probably pop the triple shot. Do a run to the cinder sap. Followed by going to the village, dropping off the 2 items. Followed by going to see Clint, picking up my upgrading hoe. Followed by going into mines. That's a pretty damn decent plan. Hopefully we're gonna come across some fire quartz because I need 4 more pieces, and so far it has not been that much of a frequent item to be manifesting itself. So these are maples, this is oak, and here is an oak. So there's 1 more oak growing, and the rest are maples, unfortunately. Okay, good to know, good to know. Theoretically speaking, I can actually utilize some of these areas where the spring onions tend to manifest themselves during the spring season to put down oaks, or even better, by the train station I can put down like a school of oaks if I plant my acorns. And by doing so, I can then install their bunch of tappers. Because NPCs usually don't go to the train station, I don't have to be afraid of theoretically someone destroying any of the trees. Okay, that's 350. So I'm getting 50 more gold than I would get if I would sell it at this time. You're lucky I am not yet at level 10, and that is also George. That's 240 hot pepper. And now let's go see our blacksmith. Let's pick up the sweet pea, which is gonna be obviously sold. We're gonna crack open the geodes, which I do have on myself. Okay, like this. Let's go ahead and fire quartz. Damn it. Fire quartz. Damn it. It could have been worse. And from here, we're gonna head into the mines. So, theoretically, I can try to look for some iron at the start of the day. We still have like half the day available for us to do just about anything. And like the biggest issue with going into the skull caverns is if you will not have like sprinklers or fruit trees on your farm, is that by the time you are done watering, half of the day is gone. And if you expect to acquire some iridium, you're gonna need to get a couple levels deep, and you cannot usually do that if you don't go to the skull cavern early on. So yeah, we're gonna see how that will turn out. Also, if I don't find the remaining dwarf scrolls, why do I feel like I have dropped one or this one already at the museum? Yeah, dwarf scroll 2 and 3. I think I have the third one back at the farm because theoretically speaking, lava eels might request the fire quartz or basalt or some of the other weird hard to come by ingredients for increasing their population. It's super weird sometimes. They're seriously not gonna give me a ladder. Come on. Look at that, 2 scrolls. Now if I would only get the last 2 which I'm looking for, the first one and the fourth one, I would be one happy camper. Okay, there is actually a gem here, so we are gonna go ahead and fetch this. I'm gonna crack open these large 2 boys, because if I plan on putting down more fish ponds and 200 stone is required just for one of them, yeah, that's gonna require some sacrifice. Okay, now, fingers crossed these fur balls are gonna give me coal. Okay, they're giving me a bunch of ladders, and I cannot complain about that. I would prefer probably the coal. Now I don't know which way to go. Okay, there's another topaz. There are a bunch of that. Now hopefully those added 6 lightning rods are gonna do their part. I would hate to see only like 1 battery pack out of another lightning storm. Let's fetch this. Here's some copper, there's some amethyst, so let's go grab that too. And theoretically speaking, I might... Ooh, coffee bean. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, I would have to come across way too many more coffee beans in order for me to be making my beverages. It's gonna probably take a bit longer. Okay, there's a stupid amount of iron here. I really love the fact that those fur balls are actually giving me iron, because that at least gives me something to work with. Okay, so I will actually be able to smelt the entire iron reserve into iron bars. But now let's see if we can fetch some fire quartz. And trust me, you do want the fire quartz. Because the higher the population of your fish pond, the higher the frequency in which the fish are producing the roe. Now, despite the fact that one of the fish ponds has produced 3 roe until now, keep in mind that the second one has not produced anything as of yet, and this slime is kicking my ass So I really need to eat something because apparently the helmet is only for show. It does not add any defense, which stinks. Shoot. I'm recording video for my channel. Don't attack me. I'm supposed to showcase some stuff. Sure, at least it's a bit challenging, but come on. Fire quartz. Damn it. Okay, so there is a topaz. I really don't want to get cursed, and I really don't want to end up dying. Just a few more hits, and yeah, that's not gonna look good. I'm really tempted to make an actual bomb, but I don't want to. So let's eat something. Unfortunately, the spa is not gonna help me here because the spa will only recover my energy, not the HP. For that, I'm gonna require dishes. And unless I start cooking... Ooh, fire quartz. Nice. Let's go fetch that. Go through the big rock. Really hoping you're not gonna give me a crab, but a bomb instead. Okay. Just make sure I don't go with the ladder to the lower level as of yet. So far, the fire quartz which I'm coming across when I need it is between the level 80 to between 86. Let's see if that will stay the same. Just make sure I don't get killed. That would be bad. Okay, let's abandon this level. Ooh, fire quartz. Nice. So I would love it if I would come across 4 pieces, because, I mean, this way, sure, you can theoretically load these 2 into one fish pond and be done with it. If I would separate these 2, then I would still be missing 2 additional fire quartz in order to fulfill the requests completely. Okay, there you go. There's the bomb. Nice. Okay, some gold. Let's drop the bomb. Okay, there's the ladder. Yeah, we're so not doing this. I don't have to, so I don't want to. We're gonna try to repeat the level 80 and such. See if we get lucky again and come across the fire quartz. The worst possible outcome from this is that I'm gonna find one more, and yeah, that's gonna be unfortunate because I'm just gonna be missing that one, and trying to go to the mine specifically for one fire quartz is kind of dumb, but sometimes it might be necessary, so we will see. Thankfully it's not something like tiger eye or limestone or something which can be only obtained from the geodes, or I would be super screwed. Just considering how often you get the geodes and what can be the massive pool of resources that are drawn from, the RNG is just too massive to ensure that you would have like really decent change to obtain the specific thing. Okay, we are taking you. Gonna be able to give something to Abigail. Okay, magma geodes, lime, that is too annoying and does not know the meaning behind recording footage for channel. Go away, shoot. Come on, fire quartz, give me ladder. Please, I'm gonna get some stone out of this operation. Let's eat some more mushrooms. Unfortunately, I'm still not able to give Linus any more gifts, so I'm not really sure if that is gonna have to wait for the fall season. Thank you! Okay, so we are at 3, which means I need one more boy. One more fire quartz. Come on, I know you got it somewhere in here. Stop giving me the usual stuff. Start giving me the lava stuff. Okay, and surprisingly, yet again, between level 80 till 85. What are the chances one more run through these levels might give me that item? Please, I'm getting some fiber out of all this. Okay, Krobus's relative who is too annoying. Please go away. Copper bar, nice. One of those less likely items to be dropped. And yeah, it's already 12, so unfortunately not able to do what I wanted to fully, but at least one of the fish ponds is gonna get all the fire quartz. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the episode. If you did like it, consider giving it a like, or if you want to know what the channel is about, go check out the link. It will be in the description. I publish content on a weekly basis. I do playthroughs, discussions, early in-game reviews, tips and tricks, guides, whatever I can manage to put myself through. So yeah, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Hopefully you are staying safe, and I will see you at the next one, or in those comments. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay safe out there, and see you soon. Bye bye. Seriously, you're not gonna give me that fire quartz. Fire quartz. Oh, there's topaz. And if I get hit by just about anything, I am dead. And there is the freaking fire quartz. There it is. We're gonna get it. We are so getting this. Come on, I need to somehow manage to get the fire quartz and get the heck out of here. Come on, you can make it. I believe in you. I should have kept the damn triple shot espresso for now. No! No, you stupid slime! I'm gonna make it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Come on. Come on. Okay, well, at least we know that on the next episode I will be able to finish off that pesky brewery bundle.